Yes. It's your boy Manny dropping another video. This video is going to be the Premier League Week 23 that's going to take place this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. 6 games on Saturday, 4 games on Sunday. 10 games as usual. You know the West. So we're going to move on to week 23. We're almost, I'm not saying we're almost there yet, but we're almost at the nearly the end point. But still a lot of games to play, but it's getting a little bit faster than usual. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so let's get into it. But before we get to week 23, we're going to talk about week 22. Got 8 out of 10 right. Two of them was unfortunately, it didn't go according to plan. I think it was the Everton Aston Villa match, and I forgot. Yeah, it was Liverpool Brentford. Brentford didn't score a goal, making both teams to score, fortunately. So I got 8 out of 10 right. The three best bet didn't go to plan. I got two of them out of three right, unfortunately. But we'll get there at the end. So let's move on to week 23, and hopefully it will be better than the week 22. So first was going to be Bournemouth. That's going to be the early kickoff on Saturday. Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth are currently on seventh. They're coming off from a huge win against Newcastle at St James's Park. They won 4-1. Forwards coming off from a win against Southampton. They won 3-2. It was a scare a bit at the later end, but they managed to get the 3 points nonetheless. So seventh versus third. So let's get into the key points. A great win for Bournemouth. So Bournemouth, I did say before, I say it again, they are a better away team. They are at home. They have proved me right every single week. They are getting points, and especially against the top six, they are getting points. The way they destroyed Newcastle in their home ground is unbelievable. So fair play to Bournemouth. That was a good win for them. This is a very talented squad, and I feel they're going to have a special season. So look out for them in the second half of the season. Seven winning 8 games for Nottingham Forest. So Nottingham Forest are currently third, surprise many. So they're on a winning streak right now, and they're continuing winning ways, and they're currently in third. So yeah, they are like 7 points below, 7 points, no, 7 points below. No, actually 6 points below Liverpool, same points as Arsenal. So yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen, but anything can happen in the Premier League. So they're still in the title ways. So anything can happen, but at the moment of time, they're still in a good form. Three out of the 3 out of the 5 last games in this fixture, there has ended a draw. So when I was doing my research, in terms of making my predictions, I find out 3 out of the 5 games in this fixture have ended as a draw. So there has been a good few draws in this match, and both teams got a win against each other. So it's a tough contest, and where it is right now, it is going to be a very tough contest for both sides. So my prediction for this one would be both teams to score. I do see Nottingham Forest scoring a goal. They all have a lot of good away records going away. Bournemouth, they are 50-50 at home, but I still feel they'll get a goal. And I say 2-1 to Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I do prefer Nottingham Forest in this match because Bournemouth at home, they are 50-50 and they're kind of shaky. So I do favor the way side of this match. So the next match on Saturday will be at Brighton. Brighton are coming off from a win against Manchester United. They won 3-1 at Old Trafford. They're currently ninth. Everton are coming off from a win against Tottenham. They won 3-2. So ninth versus 16th. Let's get into it. So these are the key points. So first win for David Moyes. So first win, a big win for David Moyes and Everton. After that defeat against Aston Villa when he took charge. So yeah, that was a big win for them, against Tottenham. And at first, it could have been like 5-0 by halftime, but yeah, they managed to get 3 goals, and then Tottenham came by, scored 2 late goals. They managed to keep it there like that, so it was a good win for Moyes. Can they continue? We see. Brighton on a 2 games winning streak. So Brighton beat Manchester United and Ipswich. Both of those games were away. So they had they're currently on a 2 games winning streak because of it now. So Brighton are kind of finding their ways now. Can they continue? We see. The last 2 games in this fixture, a player got sent off. So a player got sent off in both of those games. Can they make it a third? We see. So my prediction for this match would be under 3.5 goals. Um, Yeah, I know Everton. just surprised many, destroy Tottenham, even though we ended 3-2. But I don't think they will score three or more goals like that every single week. So I don't see that happening. Brighton at home, I'm not really too keen on it on there, so I'm not expecting a lot of goals in this match. So I say 1-1 the score line. I'll see it as a draw. I might see Brighton still in it, but at the end of the day, I don't really favour
So
them
the
at
next
all much
match on
either.
Saturday will be at Anfield. Liverpool versus Ipswich. So Liverpool are currently first, and Ipswich are currently 18th. So Liverpool are coming off from a win. They won against Brentford. Ipswich are coming off from embarrassing loss against City. So yeah, let's get into it. An important win for Liverpool. So Liverpool managed to secure 3 points against Brentford. They scored two late goals to get that win. So that was an important win for Liverpool to extend the gap further from second to third place. Back-to-back losses for Ipswich. So Ipswich are now lost to Brighton and now Manchester City. Back-to-back losses. This is not good for Ipswich if they want to remain in the Premier League for next season. So they need to, start winning games or get points at least. Can the Liverpool extend the gap further? So Liverpool are currently 6 points above Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, who are currently second and third respectively. So with a win on Saturday, and if those two clubs, drop points further, can they extend the gap? We see. So my prediction for this match would be Liverpool win and over 1.5 goals. I say Liverpool will continue this winning streak. Um, yeah, it's coming a little bit tougher for Liverpool, but they are finding ways to win, so fair play to them. And I feel there will be 2 or 3 goals in this match. I say 3-0 to the home side. This will be an easy 3 point for Liverpool. I don't see Ipswich causing any upsets. They did against Tottenham, but Liverpool is not Tottenham. So, I mean, Tottenham is not Liverpool. So, yeah, Liverpool are going to get the
So
3 points
next
nonetheless.
game on Saturday will be at Southampton. Southampton are currently dead last and still dead last. Against Newcastle, coming from a shocking loss against Bournemouth. So it's 20th versus 6. Let's get into it. These are the key points. First, Newcastle lost in weeks. So yeah, Newcastle they'll be on the winning streak for a while, and then also they came to then Bournemouth came to them, and then they lost 4-1. That was Newcastle's first loss since West Ham. That was back in November, which they lost 2-0. But since then, they've just been on a massive, impressive winning streak since then, and then next thing you know, back to losing ways. So yeah, that was a big dent on them, and then they currently six because of it. Nothing else to say about Southampton. The less to say about Southampton, the better. They lost again as usual. They're becoming one of the worst side in the Premier League ever. So that's about it. Newcastle on a 3 games winning streak away from home. So yes, that was a big dent for them at home. Away from home, they are currently in a 3 games winning streak. So and they are facing a weak and a very weak Southampton side. So could they go back to winning ways? We see. So my prediction for this match will be Newcastle to win, which is obvious. I don't see Southampton doing anything. They will may cause trouble and all that, but nonetheless, Newcastle are just gonna get that 3 points regardless. I say 3-1 to away side. I feel Newcastle will go back to business, be back to winning ways, and remove that embarrassing loss from the
So the
records.
next match on Saturday will be at Wolverhampton. Wolves versus Arsenal. Wolves are coming off from a loss against Chelsea. Arsenal coming off from a draw against Aston Villa. So let's get into it. Arsenal are now 6 points below Liverpool. So Arsenal had a chance to, reduce it by drop it by two, but now because of a point, now they're down to well, it could have been four, but now it's up to six. So yeah, Arsenal now 6 points below Liverpool because of that draw. I felt like that was a loss, to be honest, even though we gained a point. So that was a big misstep for them. Wolves are on a 3 games losing streak, so I don't know what's going on with Wolves. Wolves, at first, everything has changed. Now they're gonna go, have some good say about in the Premier League. Try to get to the upper side of the table. I'm not saying they'll be in the top 10, maybe like 11, 12, 13th. But now they're just on the 3 games losing streak, losing, losing, losing. After a positive start when the manager came in, now suddenly they're losing their feet.
So I don't know what's going on with Wolves. Arsenal is on the same 7 games winning streak against Wolves. So the last time Wolves beat Arsenal was back in 2021, and they won 2-1 against the Gunners. And I remember that game because two players got sent off. I think it was David Luiz and Leno. Yeah, two of those players. I remember that game very well, and I don't want to mention that again. So that was the last time Wolves beat us. But since then, Arsenal has been winning back to back home and away against Wolves. So it's becoming a favourable fixture for Arsenal. So my prediction for this match will be over 1.5 goals. I do see at least 2 goals in this match. It is a must win for both sides. And I say 2-1 to the Gunners. I feel Arsenal will get the 3 points and continue this winning streak. So the last match on Saturday will be a very good match. Will be Manchester City are currently fifth. Chelsea against Chelsea we're currently fourth. So fifth versus fourth. Both teams are coming off from a win headed to this match. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. Chelsea got their first win in weeks. Yeah, Chelsea has been dropping points lately, and they got themselves just outside of the title race, sleepily a little bit, but now they won against Wolves, so they're back to winning ways. They're currently at 40 points, so they're not too far off from the title race. So I think they're still in it, so they're not out yet, but they got the win nonetheless. 3 wins in 5 games for City. So City are coming back slowly. They're still dropping points, but they are coming back slowly, slowly. So that is a team that everyone should look out for because around this time, second half of the season, City will just go on an unbeaten one, 20 games, 15 games. They've been doing that for the past few seasons. I don't know about this season, but they are creeping slowly. So keep a lookout. 2 points separate the two teams. So as I mentioned earlier, Chelsea got 40 points, Manchester City got 38. So 2 points separate the two. It is a must win for both sides. So we see who's gonna win on Saturday. So my prediction for this match will be both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. I do see both teams scoring. Defensively, they're still wacky, still shaky. And I do see lots of goals, like 3 or 4 goals in this match because how vulnerable this team can be. Attacking wise, both sides are very good. Attacking wise, they can go attacking wise, score head to head. But it's just the defense that's where the worry is about. And I'll say 3-2 to City. I feel City will steal this one. I think they will steal this one, but regardless, I do see both teams scoring now the Saturday games are out of the way. We're going to move on to Sunday. So first is going to be at a London derby. So it will be South London versus West London. Crystal Palace versus Brentford, 12 versus 11. Crystal Palace are coming off from a win. Brentford are coming off from a loss to Liverpool. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. Crystal Palace on a 2 games winning streak. So Crystal Palace won against West Ham, another London neighbor, which they won 2-0. And before that, they won against Leicester. So yeah, they're on a 2 games winning streak. So Crystal Palace are finding their scoring boots now and finding their winning ways. Brentford keeps on dropping points. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Brentford. At one point, I thought things were looking good for them, but the last few weeks it's just been down the drain. They've just been dropping points lately, and for them to concede 2 late goals against Liverpool was a very disappointment. So yeah, they've just been losing their way lately. A point separated two teams. So Brentford currently have 28 points, while Crystal Palace has 27. So a point separated two is a must win for both sides. So we see who's gonna get the 3 points. So my prediction for this match would be under 3.5 goals. Brentford has been disappointing the last few weeks, especially at home now. They've been losing the last 3 home games lately now. Away from home, they won against Southampton, but that was the only win. I don't see them doing anything against Crystal Palace or score a lot of goals like they did against Southampton. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, they're okay. They're very good away, but at home, they're 50-50. So I'm not really too keen. And I say 1-1. I think it's a draw in this match. If I see someone to win, it's going to be Crystal Palace. On Sunday will be at Tottenham. So Tottenham will host Leicester City. Both teams are coming off from loss, 15th versus 19th. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. 5 losses in 7 games for Spurs. Things are just getting worse and worse for Tottenham every single week. They lost against Everton 3-2, which they could have lost even more. If you want for Everton not miss taking the chances. But yeah, that was a very embarrassing loss for Spurs, regardless of the scoreline. they're still lost, and 5 losses in 7 games is not good for them at all. Leicester on a 7 games losing streak. Yeah, Leicester are just on a losing battle now. They lost against Fulham 2-0. Yeah, they're gonna get relegated. Sorry. There have been a lot of goals in this fixture. So the past few seasons in this fixture, there has been good amount of goals between the two sides, and I feel it might continue on Sunday. So my prediction for this match will be Tottenham win and over 2.5 goals. Regardless of Tottenham's terrible form lately, I do see them beating Leicester. They are a better side, they have better players, and they have a decent record at home so far this season. But nonetheless, they are in a bad shape. So is Leicester, they're even worse. I don't see Leicester doing anything. I predicted them they're going to get relegated along with other teams. So yeah, I'm going to go with Tottenham win and over 2.5 goals. And I say 3-1 to the home side. So this will be so the
Tottenham three
next match
points.
on Sunday will be at Villa Park. Aston Villa faces West Ham United. Villa coming off from a draw against Arsenal. West Ham coming off from a loss against Fulham. 8th versus 14th. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. Back to losing ways for West Ham. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with West Ham. 1 minute they were losing, 1 minute they're winning. Now they lost again. So yeah, they're back to losing ways now for West Ham. So they need to be consistent with the winning. They need to win consistently the next few weeks if they want to not face in a relegation battle like previous season. So now Graham Potter needs to step up. I know it's January transfer window. Maybe they need to go to the market and sign 1 or 2 players to what I mean, to help the squad grow and keep on performing and get the wins. 2 wins in 5 games for Villa. So Villa are just up in a inconsistent mode. So they got 2 wins and they got 2 draws and a loss in the last 5 games. So they need to keep on winning if they want to squeeze themselves into the Europa League stages for next season. 3 out of the last 4 games in this fixture, both teams have scored against each other in the league. So yeah, both teams know each other very well. They have scored against each other the 3 out of the last 4 games. Or recently they met up in the FA Cup and they did score against each other, which Villa won 2-1. So they are known to each other. So it will be a intense contest. So my prediction for this match will be both teams to score. I feel the one of them scoring against each other will continue. And this is a must win for both sides. And I do see both teams scoring against each other. And I'll say 2-2 draw. The last time, West Ham went to Fulham, I mean, Aston Villa was ever Cup. I think they lost 2-1. I feel West Ham will get a point. They lost the last time. Well, I feel they will get something in the second round. But I feel it's going to
And the
be a
last
2-2
match
draw.
for week 23 in the Premier League will be on Sunday night, Craven Cottage, Fulham versus Manchester United. Fulham are coming off from a win against Leicester. They won 2-0. Manchester United are coming off from a loss against Brighton. They lost 3-1 at Old Trafford. So 10 versus 13. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. 2 wins in 7 games for Manchester United. So yeah, I told you guys it's going to be a long, long season for them, and they need to buckle up. Sometimes they remove the seatbelt and end up falling off the cliff at times. So 2 wins in 7 games is not good for United, and to be at this position at this time of the season is really not good. This is not the United we all know. They're in a crisis right now. They're in I won't even say they're in the rebuild mode, but yeah, this is going to be a very long season for them. Fulham are inconsistent. So if Fulham have got most draws, 1 loss, and then a win. So they have been inconsistent lately. They have been dropping points a lot lately. So they need to be on the winning way. So they have got that win against Leicester. So can they continue? We see. Fulham are currently unbeaten in the last 5 home games. So since their loss against Wolverhampton, which they lost 4-1, Fulham has been unbeaten in the last 5 home games. Most of them are draws, to be honest. So they were like 3 draws and 2 wins. No, actually 4 draws and 1 win at home. So yeah, Fulham have just been unbeaten, even though they have dropped 2 points lately most of the time, but they're still unbeaten at home. So it will be a tough contest for United, especially with their circumstances.
So my prediction for this match will be both teams to score an over 2.5 goals. I will see both teams scoring against each other. Um, Fulham defensively are not really strong, especially at home. They're not really strong at all. A lot of teams have come there and scored. United, they're inconsistent. They're not good. They're not balanced. So obviously teams will score against them left, right, and center, and there will be like maybe 3 or 4 goals in this match. I say 3-2 to Fulham. Um, I could see it as a high scoring game, I could see it as a high scoring game. Manchester United defense are really bad, really bad. The goalkeeper is not reliable, as you know. So I'm gonna
So
say
now we made it
3-2
to the
to
end of the
Fulham.
video, and these are my predictions for week 23 in the Premier League. All 10 predictions. So I'll go over it again. Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest, both teams to score. Fulham versus Manchester United, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Brighton versus Everton under 3.5 goals. Liverpool win and over 1.5 goals between Liverpool and Ipswich. Wolves versus Arsenal will be over 1.5 goals. Manchester City versus Chelsea over 2.5 goals and both teams to score. Crystal Palace versus Brentford under 3.5 goals. Tottenham win and over 2.5 goals, and they're playing against Leicester. Aston Villa versus West Ham, both teams to score. And finally, Newcastle to win. So these are the 10 predictions. So take a look. So now we move on to the three best bets. So my three bets for week 23 will be Liverpool win and over 1.5 goals. I say Liverpool will get the 3 points and they will be like over 2 goals in that match. Manchester City and Chelsea over 2.5 goals and both teams to score. I do see a lot of goals in this match, and I do see both teams scoring. They both defense are not really strong as they once was, so I do see both teams scoring. And Tottenham win and over 2.5 goals. So regardless of Tottenham shaky and very bad form, I do see them beating Leicester, and I do see at least 3 or 4 goals in that match against Leicester. So Tottenham win and over 2.5 goals. So those are my three best bets for week 23. So hopefully we'll go, perfect, 3 out of 3, and hopefully be 10 out of 10. Hopefully for once. So yeah, so fingers crossed. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for liking the channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers that's come in and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Help the channel grow. Yeah, thank you so much for the support, and I'll give you more predictions every single week as they comes. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.